Liberty basketball moving on to the Final Four of the postseason CIT. 84-71 win on Saturday at home against Central Michigan. He's Paul. I'm Alan. And we're going to tell you about Liberty basketball today. Big offensive outpour for Liberty, and especially Ryan Kimwright. 21 points, tied his career high 7 threes. We talked about a minute ago. He made the first shot of the game, and you kind of knew that was going to be a potential for a good start for this team, and lo and behold, it was.
Yeah, and, as senior, great that he can still be playing, but, we highlighted him, thought it felt really he was due for a game, had to sit out the last one, and, right from the get-go, gets that first three to go down, and again, against a team that loves to score, loves to get up and down. Flames are going to have to match that, so really we're counting on Ryan to step up in the scoring column. He certainly did, got a lot of help too, and just a great game all around from Liberty.
Chippewa is averaging, believe it or not, 96 points a game in their 2 previous games in this tournament. Kind of started hitting some threes, built a 9-point lead, but Liberty goes on a 9-0 run the final 2:30 of the first half to kind of settle things down. That, I thought, was a very pivotal point in this game.
Yeah, you had 2 good teams battling it out, and what we kind of said on the broadcast is a run from either team is not going to discourage the other team. They've been through a lot of wars, and so, yeah, Liberty gets down, but they held their composure. They make their run to tie it up at halftime. You knew the second half was going to be exciting, back and forth. It was great to see the kind of Liberty, not that they wanted to get into a shootout, but the shots were clicking, and they showed that if this thing gets up into the higher scores, we can handle that. And then they really, I think, brought the victory home on the defensive end. Central Michigan, a very capable scoring team. You mentioned 96 in the CIT, 5 guys in double figures, and so they knew they had their work cut out for them individually. They hold their leading scorer, Cesar Williams, to 7 points. DeLeo and Kaczynski get hot, but they do just enough to kind of get the victory, again, against a quality opponent.
13-point win for Liberty. We caught up with head coach RITCHIE McCain and some of the Flames after the win.
Really liked the way our guys shared the ball tonight. Thought we were very unselfish. And it's the character of this group. We are very in tune with trying to be a united group on both ends, offensively and defensively. I mean, again, Central Michigan goes on runs. They were averaging 96 points a game in their first couple of games in the CIT. So as they were throwing in those jumpers in the first half, again, we felt like we had to just make it hard for them, because hopefully our defense would reel it back in and we could outlast them. But Ryan keeping us close was important. And then I thought Scottie scoring around the rim was huge for us, because if you don't have an inside presence or threat against the zone, you're usually not going to beat it just with jump shots. LOVELL CABBIL, he's made a huge imprint on Liberty basketball. And, but he's, his character is high. He's very humble. He was a difference maker today.
Trying to do a good job of finding our guys when they were open. We have pretty good scorers around me, so on nights that my shot's not falling, we have other guys who can go out and score. And Kimwright was hot, and Scottie was finishing everything that I passed him, so I was just trying to find those guys and put them in positions they can be successful.
I thought we did a great job moving the ball. I'm not sure our total assist count, but I'm sure it was 20 plus. LOVELL did a great job finding me. Our other guards did a great job as well, just finding me on rolls or finding me in the open spot and finished them.
And I was just getting some great looks, and other guys like Cuff was getting great looks, because that was the unselfishness that we had. I mean, that's big for us. When we can move the ball and we make the other team work, we're going to get good shots no matter who we play, and that's what we did tonight. And for them, it's all about limiting their easy shots. That's what they do, so we're trying to take away their rhythm, and that was the performance you saw tonight.
So Ryan Kimwright, 21 points. Scottie James had 20. LOVELL CABBIL, 13 assists, including one that if it doesn't make your highlight reel at home or wherever you're watching this, you need to go back and find it, because it was a dynamite laser that he found Kimwright in that corner.
Yeah, and so, Liberty shoots the ball well, great percentages, but really it was how they were getting them. And LOVELL CABBIL, 13 assists. The ball was really being shared, guys making the extra pass. You saw the unselfishness. And so, not just scoring happens because guys were really in the flow and be able to get their feet set. And LOVELL was just finding everybody, man. He had eyes in the back of his head and just played with great composure and great decision-making, spread the ball around, unstoppable. Probably their best performance offensively of the year.
Paul, are you ready for a Flames versus Flames?
Yeah.
First ever matchup between Liberty UIC. They'll be here on Wednesday. we need to make sure we don't say Flames too many times. We have to differentiate between the names of the school. That'll be important because you'll be on radio with me. They can't see it, so we'll have to make sure we're tight on that on Wednesday.
That's right. It'll be UIC and Liberty. But, yeah, I mean, again, it's going to be a great game. We'll have certainly fun with it. But, credit this Liberty team. I mean, they're just still playing late in March into a semifinal of a postseason tournament, gaining experience, and the young guys getting extra minutes. That's going to pay off next year, and what an exciting time to still be alive, and a great time to be a Liberty Flame.
That's right. Not a UIC Flame, but a Liberty Flame. The two Flames on Wednesday, 7 o'clock tip-off here in Lynchburg. Students will be back from spring break, so the Vine Center should be rocking on Wednesday. Should be a good time at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. He's Paul. I'm Alan. Hope you enjoyed it. Liberty wins over Central Michigan, 84-71.